Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. What is going on? It's your boy Ryan here. What's going on? Shout out to all the new subs, man. We are nearing 1,400 strong on the channel. Thank you guys so very much for all your support. Thank you guys. If you guys missed my last videos, go check them out. They're on the channel. They're about PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo. They're news regarding those consoles. So if you guys are interested in that, go ahead and check those out. I don't have any PlayStation, Nintendo, or Microsoft news for today, so that's why I didn't upload anything. I just want to go ahead and talk to you guys real quick. I want to get into something I don't know, it's just been really, it's not really so much as shocking, it's just so much as, I'm not even going to say pathetic, it's just, I don't understand the mindset behind it, you know? But, it's a lot going around, man. Obviously, you're going to have two different sides to a story. You're going to have two different versions and two different outlooks on how, these specific groups look at it. For example, the Xbox side, they're completely happy. They're hyped for the Xbox One X. And on the PC, PlayStation side, everybody's just saying, hey, look, man, it's a good console, but it ain't doing everything you guys are hyping up to do, And you're going to have those sides. Now, I'm going to go ahead and say this. I'm going to say this right now. I've said this numerous times. I have no problem with Microsoft. I have no problem with Sony or Nintendo. Like all three platforms, I love PC as well. I have no problem with any platform. What I have a problem with is when I'm being lied to. I'm not going to show no videos because I've already shown the videos, shown the proof. Every time I show the proof, these fanboys who you see in my comment section are nowhere to be found. They'll either dislike the video and just run because they know I have a point and they can't counter that. But it's sad, man. It's really sad. Listen, okay? I'm going to say this too. I said this even when I did the video on the Rapid Pack Math. Shout out to all you guys for almost 40,000 views on that video. I'm actually shocked by the amount of views I got on that video. A lot of you are going crazy on it. What's funny about it though, right? I had dudes legit saying, "Hey Ryan, you really think this is going to work? You're an idiot." I'm like, I never said it was going to work. I said I'm interested in seeing what it does if can really do this. Everything you heard me say in the video, I'm reading it right in front of you, straight from the article. Everything that they're saying, I am reading and I'm showing you the examples and vice versa. I am saying everything that the dev is saying for this feature. Do I believe it will do everything? Only time will tell. At this point, it's he said, she said. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is right now. And I said that. Even in the description below, if you guys look at the description, which a lot of you did, which is why a lot of you, automatically understood where I was coming from. I said, I'll believe it when I see it, But you got people looking at that and saying, oh, it's not touching the Scorpio. It's not touching the One X. Name where in the video I said it would. Never did. I never did. I said that this feature could narrow the gap, and that's what the devs are saying. It could narrow the gap between the console. Keyword, narrow. What does narrow mean? It means it could somewhat close the gap. It could slow it down a bit, but that's about it. The Xbox One X will have the better version of multiplats in terms of visual quality and in terms of performance for the most part. For the most part, it's going to have the better multiplats. And that's cool and all. Hey, that's cool. That's great. But the thing is, it's missing the very thing that it was hyped up to do in the first place by Phil Spencer himself. Remember, 4K 60, no compromises. Yeah, we're getting games that are 4K. Some are not 4K. Some are dynamic 4K. Some are upscale 4K. Some are checkerboard rendered 4K. Other games are dynamic 4K 30, and some games that are 4K or 30 frames, if not all 4K 30, if they're all, they're all 30. Then now you got the narrative is flipped drastically now. It's all about the enhanced games. It's all about the enhanced games, guys. It's not about the newer experiences that we're buying these consoles for. No, it's about the old experiences that we experienced months ago, They're like, oh, Xbox has over 200 plus enhanced games. I'm like, okay. I mean, you have 200 enhanced old games from 7 years, 5 years, 3 years ago, right? Whereas Sony has brand new, fresh IPs that are made specifically for their audience. Nintendo has this; they have their heavy hitters, but they have different and interesting ways of doing them that are getting them a lot of heat and a lot of traction. I'm telling you, Xbox dudes, this right now. You guys got to understand. Sony's not your competition anymore. You guys are no longer competition to Sony. You understand what your competition is? And a lot of you are sweeping this under the rug, but the Nintendo Switch is your competition. If this console does not push the market share up, and if it does not push the Microsoft camp higher, I'm telling you right now, and I'm calling it right now. You see, if you look at the sales of the Nintendo Switch in just 4 months, 4 months, people, 4 months, they have sold 5 million consoles worldwide. How many Xbox Ones have been sold so far? How many? 30 million? 34 million? How many? To give you a little bit of help, a little bit of a hope, I'll say 34 million have been sold for the Xbox camp, okay? I think that's fair. I'll say 34 million Xbox Ones have been sold. Okay, cool. Minus 5, you got a 29 million lead on the Switch. 29 million. At the way this thing is selling and how hyped this thing is selling, I mean, it's so like people are so desperate to get their hands on the Switch, dude. You got some people using their Switches to try to get subs because they know it's that hyped up to get. It's that bad on the Microsoft camp. You guys don't have anything. You don't have anything, and it's sad. It's sad, man. Listen, I never say anything bad about this One X. Never. I'm just calling out the stuff that's being addressed. And I'm telling you how it is, man. If I hear 4K 60, no compromises. If I hear the devs or the creators of this console saying it's a monster, and you have devs saying it's a beast, you know what I'm saying? If I hear devs saying, oh yeah, this console has no boundaries, no limitations, you know what I'm saying? If I hear that, I'm expecting something good. I'm expecting a good console, and yet we get these games. We're looking at these games, and they don't even look that different than the PS4 Pro. And the PS4 Pro, ironically, the PS4 Pro was never built to be a 4K beast. It was never built to be no 4K like beefed up monster. It was never ever made to do that. All that was Sony's attempt to get into the 4K market with the user base. Why? Because they got a lot of messages, and don't try to sweep this under the rug neither, but a lot of people message Sony saying, hey, look, Sony, we like the PlayStation, but it doesn't have 4K support. What y'all gonna do to fix this? Is there like a patch you can do? And what happened? They came out the PS4 Pro. And now you can play your games on a 4K display. Mind it, like, okay, maybe it's not true 4K at times, true. Maybe. It's using checkerboard rendering, but at the end of the day, these games are upscaled. You might as well call it as upscale, right? Upscale 4K. When it's upscaled, half these games, you know what it reminds me of? Like, if I compare this version of 4K to the native 4K on the Xbox One X, I can compare it to the PS3 and 360. Do you guys remember how games on the PS3, right, was what? 1080p, 720p? On PS3, and the Xbox had what, upscale 720p or something like that. Games look better on the PS3 in terms of first party and third party here and there. But it was like that didn't help Sony in the long run. Why? Because Sony messed up. The console wasn't that good. Microsoft had the install base for one, and two, they had their own identity. They're not suffering from this identity crisis where they're like, oh yeah, you know what? We're a gaming platform. You know what? No, we're a streaming platform. No, we're a Minecraft and VR program. No, you know what? I'll tell you what we are. We are a PC and business program where we have everything merged together with everything coming in one subscription package with a big red bow on it. That's what they act like now. They were never like this. And don't you dare, I better not see anybody in my comments that trying to lie and damn sure that. Microsoft last generation compared to this generation, if you look at them, if you compare them to when it comes to the overall just love for Xbox, the choices on gaming, the actual investment in exclusives and deals, the creativity of consoles, all that. If you compare that from the 360 generation, right, to what you have now, You wouldn't even think that's the same company. You wouldn't even say, okay, that's Xbox. You would not say that's Microsoft. And it's sad. You're not getting that old company back. This old company has officially moved from console. You console gamers, right? Remember, the same console gamers that they told the hashtag deal with it, with the whole DRM policies. All of you Xbox dudes, right? All of you went from being the talk of the show, right? You all went from being their main priority. They were mostly supporting Xbox, dude. They never even fathomed last generation about pushing PC. They never fathomed about pushing PC ever. You went from the first priority to now being the second priority. Every single thing has to involve Windows. Every single thing has to involve Steam. Every single thing has to involve some integration with PC before you Xbox dudes come in first. And that's just the reality. It's a reality situation. You are no longer coming first. And that's what my point is. You are mad at the wrong people. You should not be taking your anger out on people like Black Bond. You shouldn't be taking your anger out on Hard 8. You shouldn't be taking your anger out on me. You should be taking your anger out on the people that mattered. And the main person that matters as of right now is Phil Spencer. And on top of that, and ironically, I don't just blame Phil Spencer. I blame you. Yes, I blame you. Not the real Xbox fans who want better and left and say, I'm not dealing with this. Not the real Xbox fans. I'm talking about the fanboys. The toxic group of fanboys who have just become this pathetic shell of what they used to be. I remember last generation every PlayStation dude used to envy Xbox dudes. And don't act like you PlayStation fanboys did not. Okay? Do not act like you didn't envy Xbox dudes. Do not. When PlayStation went down for 3 months, it felt like? Yeah, Xbox dudes were gaming. When PSN had problems being hacked and all this jazz, Xbox dudes were having fun gaming. It was a reality situation. Now it's a complete role reversal. Now it's got so bad to the point that Microsoft has jumped shipped to PC. Then you got people going to damage control that, and it makes no sense. They go, so how is Microsoft sending their games to Windows a bad thing when, it's their platform? You do realize, all you people who don't know what you're talking about, you morons, you do realize that those games are also available on a different thing as well on PC. Something that PC gamers do not use, PC gamers use over Windows. It's called Steam. See, while PlayStation and Xbox dudes and Nintendo dudes pay $60 for games half the time, Steam, you can get a game right now at $13, $5. There's some crazy deals on Steam that PS Plus and Xbox Live can't touch. Half of your games are on Steam. Steam isn't owned by Xbox. That's owned by other companies. That's not owned by Xbox. You don't have to go through Xbox to play these games. You don't. You really don't. Now, I think you need an Xbox Live membership in terms to play online with these games, but really, you don't need anything else besides that. You don't need to buy an Xbox console. It's basically you just make an account online and you're playing those games on your PC. Higher fidelity, better performance, all that. No problems, no compromise. You can play all this. And what's even more funny, the desperation of Microsoft, now that I'm talking about PC, the desperation of Microsoft. I don't know if you heard, but Sea of Thieves has some of the worst, and I mean the worst specifications in terms of allowing people to play the game. I'm talking about a potato can run this game. That's how bad the specifications are they got going on to allow you to play this game now for Xbox. They're trying their hardest to entice PC guys to jump on Xbox. That's what they want. That's the point of crossplay. They want crossplay so they can merge Xbox permanently with PC, get rid of the consoles. They don't need consoles. Now, before somebody gets out of line and goes, well, Xbox will always be here. Think about this for a second. You really think their shareholders really care about your opinion? Their shareholders? No. Their shareholders only care about dollar signs. They care about money. They don't see you as a female. They don't see you as a male. They don't see you as nothing. They see you as they don't even see you as a product. They see you as a sucker who's buying their product. And that goes double for Sony, and that goes triple for Nintendo. They see you as dollar signs. You do not matter to them in the long run. You will never matter to them. All they care about is appeasing their shareholders. The moment their shareholders are not happy, boom, they pull the plug and you will no longer have your division. I want all of you to wake up and understand how bad the situation is. I've shown you countless proof on this channel. And that's one thing about me. You see, you guys can try to label me crap gamer for Sony, yet I've shown you proof. Crap gamer can't show you proof. I explain everything to you. A lot of you respect me for that. I get messages every day. While you haters hate on me, I get messages every single day saying, good job, that was perfect. I get messages every day. You're not making me feel bad. You're not. If anything, you're making me feel sad for you. That's what I feel sad for. That's what I really feel sad for. It's not even funny anymore. It's not funny. It's not funny. It's not a joke. It's not something you can sweep under the rug. If you guys want change, you guys want the best out of Microsoft, you need to let them know. Not just with your wallet, because a lot of you, believe it or not, a lot of you fanboys aren't even buying these games regardless, which is why the main reason they're leaving to go into PC. You Xbox dudes hype Phil up at E3, have him feeling all good. He be standing there like, yeah. E3 was a success. Then the moment these games drop, right? The moment these games drop, you do not even spend a dime on these games. You don't buy them. Some of you do. It makes no sense, right? Because you guys like to talk trash about Sony's user base, right? Right, Lex and all you retards that are on the internet? Okay, sure thing, Lex. Let me use your logic against you, sweetheart. Okay, so by your logic, right, you're saying that there are over 60 million PS4s out there, and you're saying, oh, Uncharted only sold like, what, 10 million? I'm like, okay, that's good. How many Xbox are out there, sweetheart? 30 million, right? 30 million Xbox. How many of those 30 million bought Sunset Overdrive? Oh, I hit a sore note, didn't I? It took them a year, people. A whole year for Sunset Overdrive just to hit 1 million units. A whole year. Quantum Break only sold 1 million. Dead Rising 3. How many did Dead Rising 3 sell? I'm trying to help you guys, man. I'm trying to help you, but you're making this so hard. And it's not hard. It goes simple as this. Get off your keyboards. Get from behind your little keyboards. Stop using fake accounts. Shut up. And go and talk to Microsoft. Go and talk to all of them on Twitter and voice your opinion. You gave me hope that one day. And I gave you guys so much credit for it. You gave me hope that you guys woke up finally. But it turns out you didn't woke up. It was like half of you woke up, which I'm proud of. Thank God you saw the light. Thank you. Good chunk you came to this channel. Thank you. I'm glad you guys saw the light. But the rest of you just want to remain in that dark, dimmest, dankest little corner and want to be in denial. Oh, it don't matter. It's still going to come. You were going to hate on the game anyway. I mean, it doesn't matter. You were going to hate on the game anyway. No. If the game was bad, sure. But the fact that this game has been shown for how many years now? 4 years. And we're still getting a delay to this day. And this console's a beast. That is unacceptable, and that's why people are outraged. But people don't want to think like that. Nah, they want to use They want to use their stupid logic and go, "Hey, you're a hater of Xbox." Hey, if I'm a hater of Xbox, then what is Crap Gamer? Because I hate to break it to you, Crap Gamer does not love Xbox. Crap Gamer, it spends more time on his PlayStation than he does with his Xbox, and that is the God honest truth. He is on his PlayStation more than his Xbox. All these other dudes who hype up Xbox 24/7. I guarantee you this. They're all on their PlayStation 4s over their Xbox Ones. And that is not an opinion. That is a blatant fucking fact. Half these people are on PS4s lying through their teeth to either try to get subs for the channel or to try to get views for the channel. Hey, I'm not hating on your hustle. I'm not hating on your hustle. I'm not hating on your hustle. You guys can lie through your teeth. Go right ahead, lie, but it ain't gonna do shit, man. It's not doing shit. You can lie. You can try and go, oh, Xbox or PlayStation dudes just salty. You can lie and say all this jazz all you want, but I'm telling you right now, it ain't stopping me. And you will forever be clowns in my eyes. You will forever be the biggest frauds on the internet, and that's it. I've shown proof on this channel. No one's been able to refute it. No one. No one. No one's been able to refute it. Every single thing that I comment on this channel, no one has been able to refute it. No one. No one. No one has been able to refute anything I said. People talking, oh, they never said 4K 60. Show the video. Gideon saying, well, what is the best frame rate? What is the best frame rate for a console? You think the best frame rate for a console is 30 frames per second? No. You think it's 40 frames? Nope. It ain't 50 frames. It ain't 10 frames. It ain't 14 frames. I mean, and let's use that logic against them real quick. So you really think that Microsoft met the best frame rates in terms of like when they're going against the PS4? You know, let's say the PS4 is locked at 29 frames per second. They would have the best 30 or they would have the best 29 frames per second? That's what you're trying to say you're saying? No. They're saying the best frame rate, no compromises, 60 frames per second. Then we're able to render at 60 hertz, fully uncompressed pixels at a higher fidelity than we ever had before. And what's even more important is that we're able to bring that to the player. That is 4K 60, people. That is a confirmation of 4K 60. There is no damage control in that. You cannot lie to me. That's why I'm telling you right now, I've been waiting to show that for quite some time. I've been waiting, and I showed that. And I felt so great when I showed that because all the trolls immediately died in that instant. They simply were gone. They were deleted that fast. They deleted themselves that fast. They had no counter. They went from showing, oh, you know what, this guy has no facts. He's a salty pony. Showed that video. Oh, well, he's just an Xbox hater, right? Even though I'm doing Xbox news, PlayStation news, Nintendo news, I did Xbox news back when this channel had 15 subscribers. And yet I still got you retards in my comment section. I made a video when I was like, oh, Project Scorpio is looking good. I'm wondering what's going to happen. I had so many damn dislikes on the video, and I was just saying, I wonder what's going to happen. I was just being honest. But honesty is not what you guys want. You want lies. You want lies. I could have lied through my teeth on one video, man. I guarantee you I probably would have had like 1,000 subs off of one video. I guarantee you guys, I can get 1,000 subs off of one video just from Xbox Dude. That's how gullible and that's that's what kind of sheep they are. I can lie through my teeth and go, Xbox is simply the best box. It is the greatest thing ever to slice bread. This thing is going to destroy every single thing on the market. And yet, to this day, right, I can lie and say all that, and I'll gain probably 1,000 subs, right? But in the moment I go, yeah, by the way, Sony's just destroyed them. Oh, you're an idiot. You're an idiot. No, Xbox the best. Hey, exclusives don't matter. Exclusives are anti-gamer. Right. Something that's been around since the dawning of time for all consoles is bad for the gamer. Right. Listen, I understand some people don't like exclusivity for games, but it goes like this. Exclusives have always been the defining factor in terms of letting you switch, or letting you have to choose which kind of games you want this console for in terms of like, which games, what kind of platform do you like? Sony had story-driven action, a game for each genre that was exclusive. Nintendo at the time had Sonic the Hedgehog, Sonic, Adventure 2 Battle. They had all these games. Beyblade, they had Pokemon. So you want those type of games, or you want those games for PlayStation? And back when Microsoft got it, back when Microsoft actually used their brain, they had Jet Set Radio Future, which is one of my all-time favorite games. They had Jet Set Radio Future. They had Halo, they had, oh my God, they had so many damn games. It ain't even funny. I don't even want to go down the memory lane. I don't even want to go down the lane because it makes me cry. It makes me sad. I don't even want to go down there. I don't even want to go down there. But you guys know what I'm saying. Enough with the damage control. Enough. Enough. Grow up and accept reality. And you might not like reality, but guess what? You're going to have to deal with reality, man. I said it numerous times. You can hate me all you want, but you're not stopping a damn thing. And that, ladies and gentlemen, this right here is simply going to be probably one of the best pipe bombs I dropped on this channel. And I know this is going to upset a certain user, so I'm going to say this right in front of you. Pipe bomb dropped.
Gentlemen, in exactly